Welcome to another video on our channel. Today we're going to talk about a signal that keeps F1 drivers up all night, the black flag. Disqualifications may not be overly common, but they're a huge threat to the integrity of our favorite F1 drivers. So, what were the most notable disqualifications of all time? And did they really deserve the punishment? Stick with us to find out the top 10 disqualifications in F1. Daniel Ricciardo, 2014 Australian Grand Prix. We start our journey in the land down under, where Daniel Ricciardo has just achieved his first podium finish in front of his adoring fans at his country of birth. Second place in front of a home crowd is a dream come true for the young Australian, but it was all about to come crashing down. After the race, Ricciardo was told that his car breached the brand new fuel regulations. As of 2014, cars could no longer have more than 100 kilograms of fuel per race. It's a tough blow to take for the young Aussie, but as we all know in Formula 1, rules are rules. Pastor Maldonado, 2014 British Grand Prix. Pastor Maldonado and the dreaded black flag have come face to face with each other more times than we can count. So much so that he's beginning to get the nickname Crashter Maldonado. In the 2014 British Grand Prix, he breached fuel regulations as his team failed to provide him with enough fuel for a 1-litre sample following the qualifying race, sending him to the back of the grid before the anticipated race at Silverstone that year. A harsh punishment for something out of the driver's control. Wouldn't you agree? Esteban Ocon, 2018 US Grand Prix. For our third disqualification, we travel to the land of the free. The 2018 United States Grand Prix is up and running, where French racer Esteban Ocon has crossed the line in 8th place for Force India. Not a bad effort at all from the 21-year-old rookie. Unfortunately, after the race it was revealed that his car had burnt more fuel than regulations allow, just 0.1 kilograms extra. Ocon took to Twitter to express his frustrations. Pushing the whole race, getting good points and getting disqualified in the end for a stupid reason is probably the worst feeling ever. Our mistake. Anyway, not giving up for sure. A good attitude to have if you want to become a champion. Felipe Massa, 2015 Brazilian Grand Prix. Just 1 year after Daniel Ricciardo was disqualified in front of his home crowd, Felipe Massa went on to do the same at the Brazilian Grand Prix in 2015. Simply for having air in his tyres that was above the temperature limit by 27 degrees Celsius. Sometimes, things just don't go your way. Kimi Raikkonen, 2019 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Moving on, we enter the 2019 Azerbaijan Grand Prix, where Finnish superstar Kimi Raikkonen is set to start in Baku from position 8. Unfortunately, his car failed a front-wing deflection test, meaning he would have to start from the pit lane instead, once they'd replaced that front wing of course. This rule is what prevents teams from gaining an aerodynamic advantage from their wings bending under load, something you'd expect an experienced team, such as Alfa Romeo, to have known. Romain Grosjean, 2018 Italian Grand Prix. In what will go down as Romain Grosjean's greatest performance in the F1 hot seat, the Swiss-French racing star also claims the title for the strangest disqualification on this list. After finishing in an impressive 6th place at Monza for his Haas team, leapfrogging Renault in the process, Grosjean was shown the black flag due to the illegal floor size of his car. Renault were quick to file the complaint, and as a result, they got their place back, finishing above Haas in the Constructors' Championship. Daniel Ricciardo and Nico Hülkenberg, 2019 Japanese Grand Prix. In the 2019 Japanese Grand Prix, it looked like Daniel Ricciardo, Nico Hülkenberg and the Renault team were off to a flyer, fooling everyone on the track with their illegal brake system, giving them an advantage over the other teams. The Renault drivers incorporated a brake bias system into their cars, automatically balancing the car based on where they are on the track, an illegal move that could result in hefty penalties. One team they never fooled was Aston Martin, who filed a complaint about the bias system, which eventually led to the brakes being put on Renault's title hopes, as they were shown the black flag. Whether the drivers knew about the system that had been installed is another mystery altogether. Former F1 racer Ralf Schumacher suggested there is no way they weren't in on the scandal, saying in an interview, "Such a thing cannot happen without the drivers knowing. Otherwise, you'd have to do it manually." He also added he hopes the form of cheating wasn't done deliberately. "We want to know if you believe Schumacher. Maybe you think it was all a freak accident from the Renault team. With 1,000 staff members, you'd think at least one person would know about the rules, right? Let us know in the comments." Sebastian Vettel, 2021 Hungarian Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel recently put down the brakes on his career. The recently retired F1 star comes in at number 8 on our list, after a second-place finish in the Hungarian Grand Prix in 2021. This finish came after a huge collision started by Valtteri Bottas, sending him and many other drivers out of the race. Vettel took advantage of this situation by mopping up in second place, only to be told his car couldn't provide the 1-litre fuel sample, as is regulation. Disappointment for Vettel in what was a truly stunning day at the races. Lewis Hamilton, 2021 Brazilian Grand Prix. Hamilton and Mercedes have been dominating the sport for years now, but no one in F1 is untouchable. This was the case in the 2021 Brazilian Grand Prix, where Mercedes were caught trying to gain an unfair advantage whilst overtaking, with an illegal drag reduction system that saw Hamilton forced out of the Grand Prix. A minor detail with a very large punishment. Was this fair? Let us know in the comments. Stefan Johansson, 4 disqualifications. Way back in 1984, the only team that used naturally aspirated engines was the Tyrrell team. While its competitors used turbocharged cars, Team Tyrrell chose a different path, which would lead them into trouble. To maintain their weight at an optimal level, the team employed the use of water to maintain weight. After examination, it became clear that the Tyrrell team had lead in their water. Surprisingly, this wasn't illegal. What is illegal is allowing lead to spill all over the grid. The punishment was disqualification from the World Championship season, something totally unique that we will never get to see again. Do any of these punishments shock you? Maybe you feel that some of these drivers were hard done by. Let us know in the comments section, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. It seems that some of these drivers forgot to have their morning coffee before entering the races. I'm about to have mine now. Head over to the Buy Me a Coffee website and donate to keep this channel up and running. We hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.